Okay, so let me let me officially welcome you all to today's meeting, Catalyst African Town Hall. We appreciate you all for coming. Would you like to unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Tell us where you're joining us from. I'll start. My name is Daniel, and I'm joining you from UK. I really love the Catalyst African Town Hall. Anyone to come pick it up and then just a brief introduction of yourself and where you're joining us from.
Hi everyone. My name is Ezekiel. I am joining you from Accra, and I am the programs manager for the Accra Resource Center.
Welcome back. Welcome, Ezekiel.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Efia Osu. I'm joining from Ghana, and I'm co-coordination. I'm the coordinator of the Catalyst African Town Hall. You are all very, very welcome, and I pray that we have a good deliberation tonight. I pass it on to Boaz.
Yeah, hello. This is Boaz from Goma City in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I'm the hub manager of the Goma hub. Thank you. I take it to Sundiata.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I'm Mo from Kenya, founder of Cardano Maxibiz. Nice to meet all of you, man. It's the first time for me to join these spaces. Hopefully it won't be the last.
We have Sedu in the house. Sedu, would you like to say hello to us?
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello. I'm Sedu from Tamale, Ghana. It's nice meeting the wonderful team once again. I'm a co-founder of Cardano Ghana community and an administrator of a local community that we are having here. So looking forward to the discussion today. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sedu. Who else do we have in their house? Sandiata, Mr. Boss, Honorable Boss. Ça va?
Oui, ça va très bien.
Okay. All right. If you can see my screen, today we'll be discussing the Fund 13 and more, right? And the more is the resource people that we have in the house. There are some amazing people who are doing very well in some part of Africa. And we would like to hear from them what they have done so far and how they are promoting Cardano, right? So when the time comes, we will invite them in for them to tell us what they have been doing. Welcome again to the Catalyst African Town Hall.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we have an anthem that we usually say or we read out for you to know who we are really, right? Ezekiel, since today is your first time, we'll give you the chance to read this for us. Welcome to CAT.
Right, thank you very much. So welcome to CAT. From the mountains of Kilimanjaro to the soothing sounds of the Nile, across the expanse of the savannah, the depth and breadth of that surrounds Mother Africa, we say Karibu, Akwaba, Cabo, Bienvenue. Welcome to another exciting Catalyst African Town Hall. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much. So for those of you who don't understand the Caribou, Akwaba, Cabo, Bienvenue, these are different African languages. And all that they are saying is that welcome, right? Welcome in many African languages. Professor Boaz, if you are there, would you like to read this for us in French for our Francophone speakers?
Yes, please. So, bienvenue à Kat, de montagne du Kilimanjaro au son apaisant du Nil, en passant par l'étendue de la savane, la profondeur et l'étendue qui entourent la mer Afrique. Nous disons Caribou, Aquaba, Carabou. Bienvenue, welcome dans une autre mairie africaine passionnante des catalystes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we also want to take this opportunity to inform you that our ship is ready to sail through. So please sit tight and get ready for a breathtaking experience as we show you around the world of blockchain and Cardano, and then other exponential technology in Africa. Also, do not forget that our ship is not that expensive. Since this is virtual, things may break and it may disconnect sometimes. And then it may also waver, but one thing is certain that we'll take you to the destination, right? We will be able to finish our agenda that we have to do today. So in case my network or my connection is not that stable, just know that things may break. So it promises to be an exciting town hall, and then let's do this together. So thank you all. Like I said, this is usually what we do at the beginning of our town hall, right? And if today is the first time joining the Catalyst African Town Hall, we want you to know that this is a very vibrant community initiative that we usually foster collaboration and knowledge sharing within the blockchain sphere across the entire Africa. And then we do this through engaging town hall sessions like the one we have right now. We also explore blockchain advancement. We do discussions on innovative proposals, which we'll be doing today, and partnerships. Then we also work towards the collective goal of expanding the adoption of transformative technologies in Africa. So if you are here today, welcome, and this is what we are about. Before we move on to Frontier discussion, our program director, Madam Ifia, as an organization, together with Ezekiel, who are also doing so well over there in Accra, Ghana, and we'll give them the chance to also share with us what they have been doing so far. So I'll quickly stop sharing my screen. Ezekiel, I hope you are cool. So Ezekiel, quickly tell us about yourself, right? Who is Ezekiel, and what should we expect from you?
Right, without wasting my time, thank you very much. My name is Ezekiel. I am a scientist and also a software developer. I am more in software development now, and I quite enjoy it very much. I like educating people on software and its power, when it comes to transforming different aspects of, when it comes to transforming different aspects of life and how it integrates into everyday life and industry. I've been teaching software development and design for over 8 years now. At the beginning of this year, our proposal got approved by Catalyst, and we got some funding. So Madam Ifia and myself, Madam Ifia also quite enjoys the potential of software. We decided to bring the Cardano blockchain technology into software, and how we decided that was to get people, whether they had experience or not, to educate them on the power of blockchain to change. Give me 1 second. To educate them on the power of blockchain to change, the digital landscape and life in general as we see it. And we've been running that for a while now. But Accra Resource Center is not only based on blockchain. Basically, if you want to pick up any tech skills, we are available. You can walk in, you can ask questions, you can ask to be taught a skill, and it's our obligation to teach you. Currently, with the Cardano funding, we are training software developers to adopt blockchain into their current, tech stack. And the way we are doing it is instead of just having them, build like wallets and stuff like that, we're looking at parts of their current projects and current tech stack that could use blockchain, the power of blockchain. For instance, if you're recording something that is sensitive, which you wouldn't want anyone to change at will, we think it would be better if it's recorded on the blockchain. And the blockchain that we've settled on is Cardano. So don't be surprised if you see a lot of apps and websites and platforms, especially those that deal with sensitive data coming up from Accra, Ghana, and there is a lot of there's a lot of the Cardano framework built into it, because that's what we're training people here to do. I think this is a good enough starting point. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ezekiel, for your introduction. So, what do you have for us today? Go ahead.
So yeah, today I want to talk to everyone about Accra Resource Center. Even though it's called Accra Resource Center, it's not only for people in Accra. So we wanted to come to the Catalyst Town Hall and introduce this to every and anyone who we think might be interested, in what we're doing, right? So I'll jump right into it because we haven't got a lot of time. Right. So the mission of Accra Resource Center really is to nurture Africa's future tech leaders by teaching cutting-edge technologies, right? So blockchain is one of those ones. And the challenge we have found with blockchain, whether it be Ethereum, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be, is that people haven't really found, or basically the experience doesn't really exist for people to integrate it into their systems, except when they are making payments. And we think that blockchain is very powerful. If you look at the convenience industry, like when it comes to product deliveries and all these logistic services, we think that they could benefit from blockchain, say, right? There are a lot of polling platforms where they finish the polling and then all of a sudden someone who is leading is behind, right? Because unfortunately, corruption exists and people do change data. We've also seen other platforms where your data is not yours and it's not private and people do all kinds of things with it. But normally when you talk about blockchain, people are often thinking about, transactions in terms of financial transactions and stuff like that. But we feel that there is more to a blockchain. We feel that smart contracts, if you think about it a little bit more, could be used for way more, right? We also think that the blockchain itself as a place for recording information could be used for way more than just the information on money that is being transacted, and stuff like that. So we are really looking at several different areas, several different sectors that could benefit from blockchain. And we're looking at the current, technology that exists to support those sectors and slowly, teaching developers and other people to introduce blockchain. We are also looking into blockchain, data, and AI, and other things that we will end up looking deeply into as we go along. The vision is to become a premier tech education hub, right? And really a partner of Cardano. And we are also partners with CAS and then WADA, which are all bodies that are in the Cardano fraternity. We're also partners with, we're still drawing a partnership agreement with Gimba Labs and other places like the Bluetooth PBL. We've already had meetings with them, and we're trying to sort of work with all these people in order to bring, cutting-edge technology to Africa. The purpose is to inspire young Africans to build and innovate through hands-on learning. So over here, you seldom do theory, right? Even if you're new, you come here and get thrown into the deep end, and then we slowly guide you, on how to set up, how to navigate and do all those things. There's some people in this meeting who have surely benefited from that. We've also seen a lot of people from all over Africa, join. We have people from the UK, that are joining in some of these programs. So slowly we are spreading, we're getting out there. We would encourage that if you have a hub or if you know a group of young people who would like to pick up some skills. We have some people from Congo. Olivier has been with us for a long time, who have all joined in. So if you have a hub or if you know any young people that could benefit from learning some tech or who are interested in learning some tech, our doors are open and our process is very flexible. So anyone can join really from anywhere. And it's also free we want to keep it free for as long as we can. So it's free for everyone, forever, hopefully, for as long as we can. Right. So like I said in the beginning, we learn by doing, right? And that's what underscores our hands-on collaborative approach. We also get students to learn together because we think the future is not competition, at least not in the sense that we see. We think the future is collaboration. So we get students to talk to each other and to work through problems together. And we've had some of our students, setting up their own Zoom call without any instructors involvement, and they've sort of gone through, and then when they have a problem they come back to us and we sort of work with them, right? We also have a hobby here, so sometimes they will come here and sit in and get work done, and if they're having challenges they will ask for support and we will support them. We also run courses here, so we actually currently have a Cardano Web3 course that we're running for people that have some development skills, and they're picking it up nicely. There's a project that is running right now. I can't tell you about it, but once they are done, we'll showcase it to the community. We'll have you download the apps and test them, just so you can have a feel for the various ways in which the blockchain can use either them building a wallet or making transfers. And we also have very strong mentorship programs from experts in the industry. So we try to get people who are already out there doing actual work in the software field or blockchain field to sort of come and give these people, tutorials and also help them with their hands-on experience. Right, so here are some of the programs that we run, right? As you can see, foremost is blockchain, because of our relationship with Cardano. We teach wallet creation, how to write smart contracts, how to build dApps, which is something that we're currently teaching. And we're teaching API integration. We know that Cardano has their own programming language and Cardano has their own, framework. But one of the things we try to do here is to be very flexible in the sense that we already know that JavaScript, Python, and some other programming languages are really, really popular with developers. So we try to teach them how to either do API integrations or leverage, getting some API that is written based on Haskell and integrating it directly into the current work that they're doing. So they don't have to go all the way back and learn a new programming language, which might set them back even like a whole year, right? So here, our focus mainly is on teaching how to build dApps and API integrations and how to leverage those APIs that are already available for these programming languages so developers can be up and running. And we know that somewhere down the line, maybe they would want to tweak things, at a very low level, and then they can jump onto Haskell and learn that. But if you want to learn Haskell, we will also teach you that. The other one is software development, which is something that I have been doing personally for a long time. And I've got a bunch of friends that are also doing it. And so we sort of try and get all of them over to come and do mentorship over here. Our model is that if you come in and you meet someone who is experienced, if you're experienced, you can walk in here, sit down, have a discussion, do your work, whatever. But as your sort of duty to us or to the center, new people and young people that are here can come to you and actually ask you questions and approach you with things that they're struggling. So it's like a hub open space, but there's also opportunity for mentorship. You see some of them as we go down. And one of the hottest fields right now is AI and data science. So basically, one of the things we're doing currently is teaching how to do data analytics and machine learning, and also leverage all the current large language models that are similar to ChatGPT, including ChatGPT itself, and integrate it into your workflow. One of the things we're building here is that I can tell you, a children's learning platform that leverages ChatGPT so that we don't have to build a database to hold the knowledge, right? The child can interact with the system and ChatGPT will go fetch the information and bring it in. We're trying to also teach people how to leverage that and integrate that into their current workflow in order to sort of catch up with the time. So it's really cutting edge stuff that we're trying to teach here, but we're trying to teach it in a way that is fun, that is hands-on, that is exciting. We all struggle together, we all build together, and we all sort of work on a large platform and have fun while we're doing it. Right. So with the blockchain and Web3, like I said, Cardano blockchain, we're working with Bluetooth PBL. We have, we're in talks with Gemba Labs. We're teaching how to build dApps and Web3 applications as well over here. With respect to software, we teach practically everything that is in the current modern tech stack. So with respect to software, when it comes to mobile, we'll teach Flutter, right? Or React and React Native, HTML, CSS, we're teaching Flutter, HTML, CSS currently, and JavaScript currently for people with no experience at all. We have the videos, so if after here somebody wants to go through it and see if they can catch up, we'll share those with you. We'll also share the WhatsApp group. We'll also share more information with you. We're also teaching Python for data analytics, but Python is also used for backend as it is shown here with Django, and there are other things that we will teach here. But essentially, the idea is if you walk in here and you need to learn some tech, even if it's not something we do here, I have a couple of friends in the larger tech community who have various skill sets. I can reach out to any of them, get in touch with them and ask whether they can mentor you and they can build you up in that sense. And they will hold your hand and walk you through. But one of the things we always say is that do not expect the person to do your work. You do your work yourself. But they will hold your hand and walk you through, make sure you have a nice journey. For the data analysis, you can see ChatGPT, you can see Gemini from Google, Python. There are other one like Olama. Olama is a framework that allows you to, get access, sort of an API that allows you to get access to several of them. You have no idea, like the Facebook Llama 3.2 that is out now. If you have Olama, you can have access to it and start utilizing it in your apps right now.
Hi, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you are almost wrapping up, right?
Yeah, I'm wrapping up.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, right here is just a few photos. So these are some of the guys that are currently working, learning here and working on projects, as part of a course that we're running. There's a Sydney, I think he's in this meeting, he's a cloud engineer. He's also here trying to work on a couple of stuff. Here are some of the sessions we've had so far. Here's the team that is running it. So Auntie Afia, who is a coordinator here, is the co-founder. She is also the coordinator for Accra Resource Center. This is our small team that is running all this together. The rest of the other team members are people that we get in from time to time to come and run courses, because we're trying to keep everything lean and we're trying to keep it very intimate and close circled, like a family. Sometimes we hold coding sessions like this where different people from different backgrounds will come together. This guy here is a geospatial person, but we're looking at how to sort of integrate some of these things into current tech stack. There are all the guys over there all do different things. We come together and we build like an integrated, sort of project and have fun. These projects are not something we're building to sell or anything. We're just having fun and learning from each other and doing all these things, right? This is a photo we took from one of our events. There's, like I said, there's also one-on-one tutorial. So if you come here and you have a unique need, we'll reach out to one of our tutors to walk in and sort of walk you through the one-on-one tutorial. We've got a classroom here. We've got other amenities here that you can just walk in, free internet, free Wi-Fi, sit down and enjoy. At this point, I will take maybe 5 questions because we don't have a lot of time, or maybe just a few questions, and then I will leave it up to the moderator.
Ezekiel,
One thing I want to add to is we are ready for collaboration and networking. Our rooms, our offices are opened, our corridors are opened, and anybody who has bright ideas, we are ready for networking, partnership, and collaboration. Thank you, Ezekiel.
Pleasure.
okay, thank you, Ezekiel, for the high level overview of what you are doing so far here at the Accra Resource Center. It's very encouraging, especially knowing very well that it's a free service that you are offering. This give a lot of Africans the chance. Sometimes you can't access resources because of financial constraints, but since what you are doing is free, I think you deserve some yeah, you deserve to be pushed to do and also to expand to other parts of Africa. Over here on this call, we have several people, not only from Ghana, but all across Africa. Yes, all across Africa. Looking at the names and some of the people that I've interacted with before, I know what they are doing so far. I'm sure some people would like to get in touch with you. Do you have any contact, website, social media that we can visit to get more of what you're doing or to reach out to you?
Yes, 100%. So I know the program has to go on, so I will have to end it. But what I'm going to do really is go and I'll put a bunch of links for our Resource Center in the group chat so that people can later, check it out and join us and follow us on all the various social media platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Ezekiel.
Thank
So away from Accra, Ghana, we are going to East Africa. We are going to East Africa, Kenya. We have Mo. Mo is also doing Cardano-related projects in Kenya. Mo, can we give you 10 minutes for you to tell us what you are doing so far and how the community or the African community can also support you?
Yo, good evening, everyone. I'm Mo, known as Wenmint Mo on Twitter. I'm from Kenya. I'm the founder of a project on Cardano called Cardano Maxiviz. Initially, it just started as an art project, and that's what I told everybody it was. So, people jumped in, everybody wants to make the flip, so they jumped in, flipped. Once we actually launched our project, the first thing I did is I partnered with a local handicap, a local handicap market. It's called Bombolulu Workshop. It's basically a market where handicapped people make the products. So went and had a word with them. The business is not doing that well, so I bought some materials for them, and I opened a merch store for them called cmb.co.k. Then I identified a school that was, you know how schools are in Africa. They just give you a shell and then you go study, sit on the floor. So I identified a place where I saw the most potential of kids who actually enjoy technology and would benefit from learning with blockchain. And I rebuilt the school, and we partnered with work courses on Cardano. It's a project to provide educational parts of the projects. But since I've been in the space, I've heard about the other project that's doing education for Ghana, which I think would be amazing if we could actually talk about this. So my belief is that the way all our countries are corrupt here in Africa, the only way we can change this is by teaching the youth right now about blockchain so they can change the future of our countries in the next 10 years to come. We currently cannot, even if we try. They're saying they're doing this in Ethiopia, they're doing this in Ghana. Government will never accept blockchain tech because of transparency. Sadly, it is what it is. So my idea of being able to change all of this is to give the education to the youth right now and expect this from them. They will be able to change the future for our country. So education is a very important part of this whole project. And since the funding came from Cardano, it wasn't much, by the way, just FYI. So I managed to use around $4,000 to revamp the whole class, put in desks, windows, floors, paint it up. And basically what we're trying to do is we're just trying to show people out there that you don't necessarily need hundreds of thousands of dollars to do some real shit. We're doing it with very little money, and we're getting things done. We're actually onboarding people. We're actually changing lives. And they say education is wealth. So this is generational wealth. I mean, once I wish I had education on crypto when I was much younger, but I didn't. So the idea is just to teach these kids about this from now, get this into their heads, so when they grow up, they know, okay, blockchain. And I've managed to label most of the desks with Cardano stickers, so then they want to know what Cardano is. We've been teaching them bits here and there. So right now we're hoping to be able to apply for Catalyst funding and be able to do it at least 10 different schools in Kenya. And hopefully we can do it in Tanzania, Uganda as well. The idea is just to, they always say onboarding Africa, you know. I don't see the founders doing that, no offense to anyone. And sometimes I see these workshops, like the Kenyan workshop this time around was done by not a Kenyan guy, which I really don't think is fair. I believe every country should have a representative in that country, from that country, to have their workshops. So for me, I just think we have a lot to, might be a bit tougher for us, but then we still can, we need to get our name out there because Cardano, you know, they say that Cardano Africa has been there for a while, but all these big events are not done here. They're done in Las Vegas, I don't know where. I think now it's high time that they start concentrating on Africa and bring it to Africa, even if it's in Ghana, Nigeria, whatever it is. I think it will be, because if you look at it, Cardano is not as popular as we'd want it to be in Africa in general. Solana is, Ethereum is, because they have the events here. So yeah, that's just me. I'm Mo from Kenya again, and this is the first time I'm in these spaces. I'm used to normally going on Twitter spaces, and it's always drama, drama, drama. So I might stir up some drama as well because it is what it is. But then I just think we need to step up our game. Apart from being on these Zoom calls, we need to have Twitter spaces. Get out there, tell them, Cardano Africa, we are here. Let us do Africa. We don't need some, no offense again to anybody who's not in Africa outside there, but then I think we have capable people in each country in Africa to be able to do Cardano activities for Cardano. You know, we don't need someone from the, okay, again, no offense to anyone, but we don't need a project from the US selling a 10K collection, making $1 million and saying, oh, we're going to do this and this and this in Africa. All of us in here knows that $1 million can do so much in Africa. $1 million is a shit ton of money. But for these folks in other countries, they tell you, oh, $1 million is just going to last us 1 year. You know, these devs. Yeah, in any country in Africa, bro, $1 million, you can run your company for more than a couple of years, man, and have proper devs and have everyone who can run shit properly. So I just think we need to step up on this. Again, this is the first time I'm in this Zoom call. I've never attended these before. But if Catalyst funding is out there, they should be funding more projects, not only in Africa, but third world countries. Because the money spent in third world countries goes a longer way than when it's spent in, for example, Europe or the US or Canada or whatever it is. Because there, the first thing that happens is that, okay, you'll be funded $100,000. They'll tell you 40% went to lawyer fees, 20%, I don't know, went to taxes. I don't know, this went to this. So then the money doesn't really do much as it can do for us here in Africa. That's my rant. Thank you, though, for having me.
Thank you very much, Mo. Well spoken. And I think I agree with most of the things that you said. And it's about time that Africa will hold the bull by the horn. And for that reason, this Fan 13, the Catalyst African Town Hall, we are going all in for partnerships, right? Partnering with all the organizations who are doing so well in Africa or who have the intention of promoting blockchain and Cardano in Africa. So that's our purpose for this Fan 13. And we're also planning on hosting one of the biggest Cardano blockchain events in Africa. We noticed that most of the event that happens outside the continent, and this becomes very difficult for Africans to even attend. Getting visa alone is an issue. So we're thinking of bringing these programs or some of these programs on the continent so that Africans can also benefit. So we're on the same note with you. Mo, you also have a message in the chat. Ezekiel said, well, Ezekiel also agree what you are saying and is willing to come and throw his support to you. He's ready to support you. So if you can get in touch with him, that would be very great, since today we are discussing everything partnership and collaboration, right? So we will also be contacting some of you if you would like to give us your permission for us to include you into the proposal that we'll be writing, right? The proposal that we'll be writing for the conference that we'll host in Africa, right? We need the numbers to push this thing, right? One person or one institution can do that. So we'll be sending an email or we'll be contacting you. In case you didn't get any message from us too, you can also get in touch with us through our Telegram or through our email, so that we'll include you in the proposal writing and make this a reality. So aside that, aside what I just spoke about, I think we need to also know what is going on, right? Fan 13 have been launched, and currently, Fan 13, there's only 6 categories, and let me take this opportunity to give you some small descriptions of each of the categories. We have the Cardano use cases. That's a concept, right? And the money allocated for this category is 5 million ADA, which is available at the moment. And each proposer is entitled to 150,000 ADA. It's very important that when you are putting in your proposal, you pay attention to these details so that you don't ask more than what the category is asking for. So this concept category will accept early stage ideas to deliver proof of concept, design research, and also basic prototype, right, through to MVP. So that's what the concept is all about. Then we have the product, Cardano use case products, and the money also allocated for this category is 8.5 million ADA. Wow, 8.5 million ADA available for the product category. And then the proposal.
Sorry, Daniel. Are you sharing the screen?
No, I'm not sharing the screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me share the screen. Thanks for the prompt. Okay, so here we are. Hope you can see my screen. So I just finished talking about the Cardano concept, right? This is the main slide from the main town hall. So let's look at the product. Like I said, the product to the money allocated is 8.5 million, 8.5 million ADA, which is available, right? And each proposer is also entitled to 500,000 ADA. The product is all about is to establish blockchain projects and teams looking to enhance existing applications and propositions by significantly extending current features and capabilities. So please get to know all these things and the categories, and then the money that you're supposed to ask for. It's always important to collaborate with other people so that you can have a strong proposal and for the community to also throw their support on you. So we have the Cardano Open, right, for the developers, which the money to that is allocated for this category is 8 million ADA, and then each proposer is also entitled to 200,000 ADA. And this is to support development of open source technology centered around improving the Cardano developer experience and creating developer friendly. So the developers that we have in our midst and those that they want to use, they want to solve issues, software as a service, this platform too can be something that you can look at. And then we have the Cardano Open ecosystem, right? We have the Cardano Open ecosystem, and then the money allocated for this is 5 million ADA, which is available. And also proposals can ask up to 100,000 ADA. And this is all about the ecosystem helps drive ecosystem growth and education. So education, onboarding, advocacy all goes into this proposal, this category. Okay, so here we have the Cardano partners. That's for the enterprise, which I don't think any of us will put our proposals here because it's for the big tech, the big companies. However, if you would like to discuss this with any of the companies in your country or your community, right, you can also do so, right? You can also invite big companies in your communities to also look at these categories, right? So the money allocated over here is 15 million ADA. And then each proposal can ask between 500,000 to 2 million ADA. So any big tech in your company, maybe recycle company that you know of, that you think there's need for them to expand or come to the blockchain, you can also discuss this with them. I think this is another information that's okay. We have the growth and the acceleration too. The money allocated for this is 5 million ADA. Proposals can ask up to 500 to 2 million ADA, right? As a growth and acceleration will full adoption by igniting premium advertising or venture building partnerships. Okay. So I think this one will be more of setups, right? So you can also look at this place. Another information that let me skip these ones, right? Let me skip these ones. Okay, this is also another important that we need to know of. That's a timeline, so that we will not mix anything, right? It was launched 25th. That's 2 days ago, right? And then 26 proposal submission started. So we have up to 10th October to submit our proposals, and then 16th for finalization, right? The deadline for finalization is on the 16th of October. Then it's not only about, the Cardano ecosystem or the Project Catalyst is not only about proposing or writing proposals, right? There are other roles that you can also play. And then one of them is becoming a reviewer. Reviewers are those that goes through people's proposals and then give a comment and then rank them based on feasibility or if it is achievable or if it can be done, right? So we also have a community reviewers. So you can also register as one. And the deadline to do this is between the 3rd October to 20th. Right, then the voting period is November 28th to December 12th. And then the results will come out December 16th. Then project onboarding. Very cool timeline. So, and then this is for the partner category. So those of you who want to invite other companies to come on the Cardano, to onboard companies, big companies into the Cardano, you can share this timeline with them. They usually have longer deadlines than the regular category. Community reviewers, what I spoke earlier on. Registration will start October 3rd, right? And then registration will end 20th October. Before that, we'll be discussing more about this reviewer so that the new people will get to know what it's all about and how they can also participate. And then it's a paid part-time job, right? You'll be paid for being a reviewer. So the reviewing period will also for for the new levels, for those that they are new, that's the level 0, and then the level 1. They have between 24th October to November 7 to do the review. Then the moderators, those that they have less veterans, right? They have passed the level 1, level 2, and then they have some kind of experience also moderate what the reviewers have also put in. Then, like I said earlier on, the results will be released. The data will be released November 25th, and then the community review rules follows. Okay, so there's new updates for the voting, right? Before we know that you need about let me skip this one. Okay, before we know that we need about 500 ADA for you to qualify to be a voter, right? But now you don't need 500 ADA. You don't need 500 ADA to register and become a voter and to vote on proposals, right? All that you need is 25 ADA. So you need to have just 25 ADA in your wallet, and this will qualify you to be a voter. And this is a good news, because this become like we are not stopping people from, like, we are not using the voting power to stop people from participating or for their voices to be heard, right? So the money have drastically be reduced to 25 ADA, which is a good news. So this is the how do you call it? The information that I have for us. Um, like I said earlier on, we are using Fund 13 to do partnerships as a Catalyst African Town Hall. So we'll be communicating with some of you, because we know what you are doing in your various communities, right? And those of you too that would like to communicate with us, you would like to collaborate with us or join us, do a project, you can also reach out to us. Our doors are always open. Madam Ifea, please, do you have something to add to us?
Yeah, I have a PDF document that really explains Fund 13. So I'm putting it in the chat, and those who are interested can have a look at it. And
Okay.
yeah, as you've already said, we are here for collaboration, because we want to add on to what Mo said. We want to spread Cardano in Africa. So we have to put our minds together. This one is getting too big than me, so I'll pull him down the African way. But we want all of us to come together to make sure that our voices are heard all over the place, because blockchain is not something that is going to go away. AI Web3 is not something that is just going to go away easily. We need to actually capitalize on it so that we can also expand what we have. Thank you for all the presenters.
Thank you very much, Madam Ifea, and that's true. So if you are new here, we'll share our Telegram group with you, the Telegram handle, so you can join. A minute. Let me do that. You can also follow us on Africa_Townhall. That is our handle over there. And I'm sharing the Twitter link with you. I'm sharing the the Telegram, the Telegram group with you right now. So if you are not in our Telegram group, you can click on it and join our Telegram. You can also get to know more about us. catalystafrica.org. That's our website. You get to know our current affairs and the work that we are doing so far over there. Without wasting much time, officially we have closed, but we'll still leave the meeting open for open discussions, right? Do you have any ways that we can partner or promote Project Catalyst? Any ideas, partnership ideas you want to voice out, or reason why African proposals are not being funded or not getting funding you want to share? I think you can unmute yourself at this moment and let's hear you out. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
Manefe, will you moderate that one?
Okay, so are people signed up? We've talked quite for a time, so we want to hear your voices. Abbas, it's been a while since we saw you. How are you doing? I'll put you on the spot, eh? Hey.
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start in regards to applying for these catalyst fundings. So perhaps you can make like a WhatsApp group or some sort of group, help each other how to apply for these.
Are you talking about, are you indicating reference to the collaboration?
Sorry, I got a call. I didn't hear what you said, but then I'm talking about applying for catalyst funding, the process,
okay.
how to do it.
Okay, so I
For those
put
who've done it before and
I put in
yes,
in the chat, I put in a PDF file. Please click on that file. There's a step-to-step guidance on Fund 13. In
oh, okay,
any case,
thank you.
in any case, if you have any difficulty, you can reach out to us directly. Please, have you seen it? I should
It's in the
repost
chat,
it.
yeah?
Yeah, I can repost it to you.
Yeah, please, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh, Catalyst IO launch guide, right? Okay, I've seen it. So you had applied for the last Catalyst funding, right? And you were successful in it.
The last we weren't successful, but we have been successful a couple of funds way back.
Right, man. All I'm saying is that if you could create like a group where you can, because since you've successfully done it, just be like our guide a bit, if you don't mind. I mean,
We don't
because
mind, but we don't mind.
yeah.
But Danny, do we want to create another group? Because we have a number of groups. We have a Telegram group that we have put the link there. We have a WhatsApp group. Do we have a WhatsApp group? We have, if you look in the chat.
No, we have Telegram, which I've put in the Zoom call. We have Telegram and Twitter and our website. Usually you can get in touch with us quickly on the Telegram.
On the Telegram.
Yes, please.
That is,
okay.
Yeah. And then for the Accra Resource Center too, I think he put our handles there. There are a number of people here. Seidu, if you think you can help, you can put your credentials in the chat. But we have the Telegram group. You can easily get in touch with us anytime. There's a lot of people there. We discuss issues there. We don't want to create another group so that the groups will become many. But then if you want to get in touch with us, and you can, through the Telegram group, you can DM us personally if you think there's something you want to discuss personal one-on-one with us.
All right, perfect. I'll just put in my. Do you have a WhatsApp group by any chance?